A Fantastic Four movie in the works? Watch the video to find out. At number 4, A-Force. The A-Force is an all-female Avengers team in the Marvel Comics universe. This was teased in Avengers Endgame with the girl power moment, teaming up the MCU's female heroes for an epic showdown with Thanos' armies. But this divided fans. Some called it pandering to female viewers, while others called it empowering. Although it was controversial among misogynists for obvious reasons, the fan response to the scene has been mostly positive, with some fans calling for an A-Force movie. The MCU has long been a male-dominated film franchise, despite the fact that the Wasp was a founding member of the original lineup in the comics. The character wasn't introduced into the MCU until 10 years after it began. It took another year for Marvel to release the female starring Captain Marvel. Even though Black Widow was introduced very early in the MCU, her standalone film just came out. Male superheroes who were introduced well after her got standalone films years before she did. With female characters constantly getting overlooked, fans were understandably disappointed by the so-called representation in Endgame. But in an interview, Wright confirmed that the female Avengers time is coming. She stated that the scene has fans clamoring for more, and not only did she and the other actresses in the franchise endorse the idea, but Marvel Studios executives like Victoria Alonso and Kevin Feige support it as well. At number 3, Blade. The Black Panther movie wasn't the first big-screen comic book blockbuster to showcase a black superhero. Back in 1998, actor Wesley Snipes portrayed maverick vampire hunter Blade in the gnarly and blood-soaked Marvel movie of the same name. Preceding all thoughts of a Marvel Cinematic Universe, the first Blade film is far tougher and nastier than many of its successors, a facet that landed it with an 18 certificate in the UK. The current wave of comic book epics owes itself to Blade, which arrived to tear up the big screen even before the first X-Men film. Snipes' stylish title character, who mixes martial arts, weaponry, and swishy trench coats, appeared in 2 more films in 2002 and 2005 before being put on ice. The first of those was directed by Guillermo del Toro and was good, gory fun. The last film, Blade Trinity, was critically mauled and dogged by reports of Snipes' bizarre on-set behavior. One of the most surprising announcements at Marvel Studios Comic-Con panel this year was that vampire hunter Blade would be joining the MCU in Phase 5. Rather than bringing back original actor Wesley Snipes, as had been suggested, Marvel cast 2-time Oscar winner Mahershala Ali to play the character. The actor has swiftly ascended the Hollywood ranks to nab Oscars for his roles in Moonlight and Green Book, and the prospect of him playing Marvel's Daywalker is enormously exciting. The news was made public at Comic-Con 2019, attended by Ali and Kevin Feige. The expected release date of the movie is October 7th, 2022. At number 2, X-Men. The X-Men movies previously fell under the jurisdiction of 20th Century Fox. However, given that Fox has now been absorbed into Disney, the Marvel ensemble can now officially fall under the umbrella of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What this means in the terms of the cast or storylines is anyone's guess at this stage. Hugh Jackman resolved his powerful character arc as Wolverine in 2017's acclaimed Logan, a fitting end to a journey he began in 2000's X-Men. The Dark Phoenix saga has already been tackled twice, and the franchise underwent its own youth-oriented reboot in 2011's X-Men First Class. That film was directed by Matthew Vaughn, introducing James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender as the younger Charles Xavier and Magneto. The 2 characters were portrayed as older men by Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. In 2019, Kevin Feige warned that it would be a while before the X-Men joined the MCU. He stated, "It's all just beginning, and the 5-year plan that we're working on before any of that was set. So really it's much more for us, less about specifics of when and where the X-Men will appear right now, and more just the comfort factor and how nice it is that they're home, that they're all back, but it will be a very long time. Although considering the Eternals scenario, I don't think it'll take that long." And at number 1, the Fantastic Four. Like the X-Men, the Fantastic Four fell under the ownership of 20th Century Fox, but with the Disney-Fox merger, Marvel's original superhero family can now finally be absorbed into the MCU, where, hopefully, the franchise will do proper justice to the ensemble. The Fantastic Four have been treated to a series of movies in the past. The most famous of these arrived in 2005 and 2007, and included a pre-MCU Chris Evans as the Human Torch. Those films were dismissed as campy nonsense, but were much better received than director Josh Trank's 2015 reboot, a notoriously troubled production that sank without a trace. Feige confirmed the presence of Fantastic Four in the MCU at the 2019 Comic-Con. He said, "I'm extremely excited about those characters, and about bringing Marvel's first family up to the sort of platform and level they deserve. It's now been confirmed that the Fantastic Four will join the MCU. Spider-Man's John Watts will direct. The movie's expected to be released during the year 2023, which is great because it puts Marvel in the Phase 5 mark. Well guys, that's it for today. Let us know which franchise you're the most excited about in the comments below. We hope you liked it. Thanks for watching till the end, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.